We're going to talk about stereo master faders here. Stereo master fader is another type of track. We've only dealt with audio tracks thus far. And so the stereo master fader track, the main purpose of it is to show you the overall level output of Pro Tools. And so with DAWs, they don't really manage the level for you. That's up to you as the audio mixer. You have to manage the levels. So we really want to avoid something what's called clipping here. When we're dealing with audio samples here, like loops, they're optimally recorded. I'm option clicking here to zero these faders out. And I just have audio tracks here. So if I just play one of these, it's quite loud already. It's really, really loud. Hopefully that's not too loud in the recording. And it's not clipping yet, but when I mix this bass track in here, watch this level meter up here, which is almost like a little master fader right here. This is the output meters, which is the same thing as the master fader. So that's nice that that's there. But watch it clip here. Sorry if it's a little loud, right? There, just clipped. So that little red thing there means that it clipped. It means we exceeded the volume level and it's going to distort. And usually you don't want to even get close to that. You don't want to get too loud. So in this first assignment, you want to manage your levels here. So click on that to clear that out. And so I'm going to make a new track here. Track, new. And I want a stereo. And it's always got to be stereo. Master fader. There we go. Click that, create. And it was already clipping. So I'm going to clear that clip. Click on it right there to get rid of that red thing. And there it clipped again. Option C will clear that clip out. So obviously this is way too loud. So Option C, boom, that red thing goes away. Or you could click on it. I like Option C because it clears out all the clips. So it's way too loud. And these are even turned down here. So I'm going to zero these out. It's going to be way too loud now. If I just play it a few beats before that, let's make a clip one more time. Clipping. So that's to be expected. So I'm going to bring this level down here on the bass. I'm going to do Control Shift scroll wheel. Bring it down about 6 dB. I'm going to zoom out and bring all these down. Control Shift scroll wheel. I'm going to bring them down like 5 dB. So now it's a lot quieter. And let's play it again. Yeah. So I have a little bit more headroom there now. So I could have also just brought down the faders right here. That works too. Either way, I use clip gain or fader. I like a lot of clip gain these days. So that's to stop the master fader from clipping. So the purpose of the stereo master fader is really just to see the overall level output. And what you don't want to do, if it's clipping, you don't want to turn this down. You want this to be at unity gain. And again, unity gain means that the fader is turned up to 0. We're letting the full signal through. We're not adding gain. That would be putting it up here. That would be adding the plus. And you can see the little decibel readout right there. So option is like the zeroing out of any Pro Tools parameter, option clicking usually. Or it's like deselecting or selecting everything. So option clicking the fader will bring it to 0. That's a nice key command, just so you can see where the level is. So in general, you want the master fader at 0 dB, and it's really just like a level meter. If this is clipping, then you got to turn this down, turn the faders down, or bring the clip gain down like that, right? So you could do that individually or do a whole bunch of clips. So that's a stereo master fader. A few more things. Check out the lecture notes for some more detail. But we could, as well, add plugins here to EQ the entire, what's called the stereo bus, which is the main output of analog 1, 2. That's where everything's headed here. So we can hear it, and that's what's going to be our entire mix. That's called the stereo bus. But we could add effects here, but not on this assignment. But you could process the entire stereo bus that way. Another purpose of this, since we know how to do volume now, volume automation, we could do a quick fade out here with this. So by default, there's no waveform here. It's just passing signal through it. So we could do a quick fade out here. I could just do a breakpoint there. Now let's do a 2-bar fade out here like this. Yeah.